Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. In Smith's 49ers going up against Landry's Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Miami Dolphins take the field. Them in their 5-game winning streak. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill, 24-34 in last week's win over St. Louis. A come-from-behind win. They were down 10-0.
They showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit because Ryan Tannehill was under siege the entire game from a really good defensive front of Los Angeles and somehow found a way to hang in there, and their last 2 possessions of the game scored the 2 touchdowns that won it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage, and DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Set, wide, 20. Wide, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down. Hey, wide, 20. Wide, 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up. Ready, 380.
Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Finding time. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, the first-round pick from Oregon, with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Back deep, Jeremy Curley. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. And here comes Colin Kaepernick, San Francisco. Tough year continuing, Charles. They dropped to 1-9 with a loss last week against New England. And Kaepernick, over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, but just 16 of 30.
I think with the way that they're trying to do things on offense, he might not be as accurate right now as they're going to need for him to be later on, because it's a heavy run-based game. So what they're trying to do is hit the bigger shots downfield, which may push down your accuracy numbers or percentage points. But at the same time, he can still be so dangerous running the football as he continues to get stronger after all of the offseason surgeries.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
Kaepernick to Hyde on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And for Hyde, former second-round pick out of Ohio State, 19 carries, 86 yards last week.
And that's the type of production they're looking for. I mean, let's face it, we all look for 100-yard games, but 19 carries, 86 yards, that's right on schedule for a guy who's going to be a lead ball carrier in the NFL.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now this is DeJuan Harris. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
On first down, Kaepernick. This complete over the middle, Burbridge. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Kaepernick. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll run, hide, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Kaepernick to throw on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he's got his receiver. It's Patton for a Niner touchdown. Quinn Patton from 6 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, Jay Ajayi didn't find the end zone in their win over L.A., but 77 yards on 16 carries.
What a year he's having. I mean, to me, this is almost a comeback season for him because in the beginning, he wasn't even the starter. Now he gets the ball in all key situations where they have to run it. And, boy, he's put up some big-time numbers this year. Put over 200 yards on the Buffalo Bills.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Tannehill on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run the option left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First and goal from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Deep drop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And Carlos Hyde's such a physical, tough runner. People are talking about him changing his style. I don't think he should change a thing, and I know he wants to add catching the ball to his arsenal as well.
One thing's for sure. He said in the offseason, he told us he's happy to be in a Chip Kelly offense, isn't he?
No doubt about it.
Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's got time, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a big blitz down for a lot of defenses, especially if they sense that there's going to be a passing play, and they brought the pressure on that one and forced an incompletion.
So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. Stays on his feet. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll start out on the ground with a J. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill surveying the field. All kinds of time. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
They run with Ajayi. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Finding time. Look at the time. Going deep here for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. In the completion, nice throw, nice catch. But Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
first down following that long gain. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on second down is Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Franks to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll run the option left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So it'll be first down here after the run. This is Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Penalty. It's high. And a short gain here down to the 22. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They run it again with Hyde. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Quentin Patton that time. And now it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And here's Phil Dawson now with a 49er field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So Dawson able to knock it through, and in Week 11 became the 10th player in league history with 400 made field goals at 41 years old.
Got to applaud him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And thank you very much. He deserves that because not only has he done it well in San Francisco, think about all the years he spent in Cleveland, kicking in those conditions, an outdoor stadium, natural grass field. You know, November, December, January, not easy there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll begin the drive with a Jai. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third down here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Curley. Oh, spinning away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Hyde. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. On the left side, it's McDonald. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Ajayi.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
This is Ajayi. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that's good for a Miami first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got time, and Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, an 11-yard touchdown, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Now Franks for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cap gives to the tailback high. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And many use the running game like boxers do. Body blow after body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the 4th quarter, you could break a big one.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Seven yards remaining here on third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, nice move. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down, Kaepernick. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Kaepernick now on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On third and short, going with their tight end. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Blake Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point try now for Dawson. He's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Blue 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Dolphins have had their issues holding on to the football, but still remain in this game. The 49ers have to feel like they've missed out on some great opportunities to take control of this game. All All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. 49ers taking control early in the first. The quick pass, it's complete, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line. Later on the drive, third and long. The quick pass and completion is made, and he caps the drive with the score. We're brand new at 7. The ball early in the set before he stopped on the play. Same drive. James has got it on the run, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. That takes the lead up to 7. Third down from inside the 20. Steals has got the reception, and it's caught for the touchdown. The lead now at 11. 49ers have it at the 2. Bill's going to stay up the middle, and he'll go in from 2 yards out, closing the gap to 4. So that'll do it from here. Let's go back down to Miami with Brandon and Charles.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, if whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Kaepernick now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
Just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Kiko Alonso, the offseason pickup from Philly, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle to the rookie, DeForest Buckner.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A win for the defense, but he's been winning all game long. Finally, they get one for themselves, but overall, a good day for the ball carrier.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill finding time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Lynch able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rush comes and they block it. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 20. And And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Kaepernick gives to Hyde. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Matt Darr now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Here's Curley. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense because everything was set up for the offense to be successful. Nickel package, you run the draw, you expect to get a big guy out in space on a smaller defensive back to block him. That didn't happen on this play.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. They're hoping to keep this margin right where it is, trailing 3rd quarter. Don't want to get down anymore.
You're exactly right. They're in no position to give up any more points. They have to keep it in a spot where if their offense does catch a spark and get hot, they've got a chance to come back and win this game.
I guess the word manageable, you always want to keep it manageable, right?
Make sure that the game doesn't get away, and mentally you look up at the scoreboard and say, there's no chance of us coming back.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Dolphins have a 1st down.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give the tackle there to Gerald Hodges. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 77 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Franks to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And McDonald here over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run high, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. keep it on the ground. Harris again. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. He's got time. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They'll give to Hyde, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er defense now heading back out there. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He gets it to Sims, complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 56 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. That's caught at the 3. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. Kaepernick now on 1st down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Kaepernick to Hyde on the draw. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
380. 380.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Kaepernick. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Aaron Burbridge, and it's third and short. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Kaepernick now on first down. His throw incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, a run with Hyde. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. goes on and on. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Now Harris. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Ajayi, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Curley's got it. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. He's back to throw. Still back there. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw. Finding time. And it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.